Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon, #How on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at LiveTrip on the MakeCode forums.
Shannon is so not used to going first, or first after the person.
There's just always Joey as like a buffer, and I'm like, I go
That's
after.
true. Yeah. All right, so we are working on our Loop Hero game today. And first off, I want to apologize if there's any stream technical difficulties because I am in a kind of a weird setup today because I just moved and all of my stuff is in various boxes. So we're going to figure it out though. Hopefully the rest of this week will be fine. All right, so let's talk about this game. So we are making a game based off Loop Hero, a game none of us have played. Is that correct? That's still correct?
Yep.
All right, cool. We can't break this covenant of never having played Loop Hero. No, I'm going to play it at some point. It seems really up my alley. Okay. And so the idea is you've got a hero who is going in this loop. Every time they go into a loop, we spawn enemies, which they automatically battle. So you can see that they're doing there. We have this XP bar that's filling up, and whenever you beat an enemy, and you also have health, which is displayed above your character. Every time you level up, you get better like attack and defense and stuff. And the fun part, right now this isn't really interactive. We're just kind of watching this guy go around in a loop. Is that we can drag these things onto our map to help our players. So like if I were to put this right here, then when you go in front of it, it now triggers this cannon that destroys everything like over here. And if I were to drag out this little house, though I don't know if we're going to survive long enough for it to matter. Yeah, no. This house will heal you. So here, let's do this again. So I'm going to put the house right here. So oh, right, I need to fix that bug. Okay, I'm going to put the cannon right here. I'm going to put the house right here. It heals you when you go next to it. And then these spawn different types of enemies. So I'm going to put the cave right here. And I'll put down the coral. Like, we'll put him, like, we want him to be, I think, blasted by the cannon. So I'll go ahead and put him right here. We're not going to put down the mushroom because I have yet to defeat the mushroom. It's just way too strong. All right. So let's wait for this to go. All right, healing. Go. Okay. So now you see we've got our little octopus right here, and we got a little bat up here. And these guys are harder to defeat, but they also give you more experience. And we'll probably do some more stuff around them too, just to give you more bonuses for fighting things that aren't, what you want. So anyway, let's start by fixing that bug that I just saw. So to do this bug, if I press A and I hold down A, so I'm dragging this thing, and then I go over a different thing I can pick up, it replaces the thing I am currently holding, which is kind of a huge pain. So let's fix that. All right, so let's see. It's been a while since I've looked at this code, so bear with me. What have you guys been doing on stream while I've been gone?
Shannon's made some great games.
Yeah, I saw Chicken Simulator. It was pretty good.
I did Chicken Simulator. And then
I don't remember what I did.
It wasn't Connect 4, right?
No, that was two ago.
Oh, okay. Connect 4 was really good.
Classic. All right, so it's in one of these overlap events. Oh, here we go. No, wait, I'm not sure that's it. No, it is. This is it. Okay, so on sprite of kind cursort overlaps other sprite of kind placeable tile. We do this set highlighted sprite to other sprite, and we set the position to be based off, what our position is. So we only want to do this if we're not already carrying something. So I'm going to go into logic and drag this out right here. Put this in here. And we're going to go do this is carrying business, except we want to do not that. okay, we fixed that bug. All right, so now it's time for the fun part. What should we add to this game?
I think we need more healing items, or I don't know, more buffs, you know.
Yeah. So the first things I can think of are, yeah, I think more healing is a good idea. The other thing we probably want to do is, well, so maybe before we add more stuff, let's talk about kind of the core gameplay of our thing. So right now, just because we're debugging, we've just been giving you everything in your inventory to begin. But how do you get more stuff?
Oh, I see. A shop? A shop seems like it might be annoying to code.
It's
when
not
you
that
level
bad. We could do it. Whoop. Are you guys still there?
I'm here. Vivian is experiencing some difficulties.
All right. Okay, so one thing we could do is crafting. So I was trying to think of ways to make these like more interesting. And so like, what if the different enemies give you different supplies, and then you can use those supplies to craft things?
Oh, sure, yeah.
All right. So let's try that. Who?
Vivian.
Vivian.
Hi.
Okay, so Vivian, we were just talking about how we're going to try to make it so that you have different kind of things that you get from each of our enemies. And whenever you get them, you can, well, we'll make it so that when you press menu, you open the crafting menu, and it will let you craft these things that we have.
I love crafting. Are we better than Loop Hero now? Is this in regular Loop Hero?
None of us have played Loop Hero. I have no idea.
Excellent. Let's do it. This is evolution.
Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to do is we need to store what we get from each of our enemies. So let's see where we're doing our enemies right now. I think it's inside of start loop. Yeah, here it is. So we're going to use our sprite data. Right here. I'm going to add a string. And I'm going to make this blob, and we're going to set the data loot to be, what do you get from a slime? Shannon.
Gel? Vivian said something. Go, Vivian.
Gel?
All right. Get gel. All right. You have to do the next one. Shannon, you're not getting out of this. All right, what do you get from a bat?
Poison?
Interesting. Interesting. All right, Vivian, what do you get from an octopus?
Smarter.
Shannon, what do you get from an octopus?
Oh, I have an answer.
Okay.
Ink.
Oh.
Ink, all right. I'm interested to see how we're going to be combining these things to make these objects that we have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shannon, what do you get from a mushroom guy?
Stone.
All right, sure. I guess I'll capitalize it.
In chat says the thing you get from an octopus is calamari.
That's squid, right?
Can't it also be octopus? I don't know.
Maybe it can. Yeah, I'm not an expert.
No.
All I remember is the first time I had calamari, I was like, this is really good. What is this? And then my family was like, it's squid. And I was like, oh, no, not for me. I'm no longer a picky eater, though.
What were you doing? Yeah.
Oh, the Katamari theme. What?
Oh.
No. Yeah, I was waiting for Vivian to do that bit. She always does it when I do the no part. All right, I was playing a ton of Katamari over the weekend when I was moving because I didn't have internet set up and my PlayStation 4 wouldn't play games because it wasn't connected to the internet. And so I was like, well, I got a PS2. I got Katamari. I'm just going to play through this game.
It was a good decision.
Yeah, Katamari is great.
Did you start from the beginning?
Yeah. I didn't have a memory. I hadn't unpacked my memory card, so I had to just leave it on. And, it's a pretty short game. So.
Shannon, have you played Katamari?
Yes, but not all the way through. Just like at a friend's place.
I feel like it's like surprisingly difficult. The later levels. So you have to try at least I have to try more than one time. I don't know if that means I'm an amateur.
I've played a lot of Katamari, so I can usually do it. But I remember my first playthrough or couple of playthroughs. It was there were some that were definitely hard. Particularly, I think it's like the 6th level. I remember the one that has a bunch of bananas. You know what I'm talking about? All right, well, there's a level where you start out with a bunch of bananas. Okay, so let's define how we're going to make our things. We need to have a recipe. We need to have an inventory of items that we have and some other stuff. So right now we're going to make a variable, and it's going to be called recipes. And we're going to, for all of our recipes, we're going to make an empty array. And we're going to take these tile blocks that we have right now and put them in here. So let me duplicate them just so that we can keep this code for testing. But I'm going to duplicate all of these guys. Move this out of the way.
Richard, don't throw it away.
I'm not going to throw it away. And then we need to put these in here. All right. So now we need to, we've got our little templates basically. The only problem right now is that these guys are all being created as actual tiles that show up in our game. So you can see them up here, and I can drag these around. We don't want to do that though. We want to hide these guys. So I'm just going to loop over everything inside this array and set it to invisible and ghost. We really just wanted to store data. So let's go ahead through here. We're going to go into recipes. Alphabetized.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
Yeah. And now for each of these, we're going to go into our sprites and get our flag block. Oh, that's not it. This one. And we're going to set ghost on. And ghosts are invisible sometimes. All right, cool. So now they're hidden. They're not doing anything to mess with our code. We just got this array of them that we can use to look at stuff. So let's make another array, and we're going to call this one required items. And this one's going to be an array of arrays. Those are always fun, right? Don't we love those?
Arrays of array.
Vivian, what?
What? A manta ray.
Oh, gotcha. Just the complete lack of context was throwing me, I guess.
What? I said it, and then I did it. How much more context do you need? Do you want me to do the flying thing when they jump in the air? Would that help?
Yes. All right. So we might have to redo what our requirements are for these things. But let's go ahead now and define the ingredients that we need for each of these. So let's start with the in. What do we need to make an in?
Based on, you need gel to glue it
Sure.
together.
You make it with gel. I think that makes sense just because the N is kind of like the most basic thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But we want to make it so you need like, I think, a few of these. So let's just do one thing for now. All right. Now to make the bat, we're going to say you also just require gel. Now to make the cannon, it's going to take gel and poison. And same thing with the octopus.
That makes sense.
And poison gel.
Yeah.
And what do you get when you do gel, poisoned, and ink? Obviously, these are the elemental aspects of a mushroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and give these better names. All right, so we've got our ingredients. We've got our recipes. So we're going to go ahead and make our inventory now. And so the idea is that for each of these things, we're going to loop over our required items. We're going to figure out which things we can craft. And then we're going to, when you press menu, we will show a menu. And you'll be able to select from the things that you have available to craft. We're not going to do anything fancy. So to do that, we're going to need an extension. And oh man, adding this extension reminds me of something. Hey Shannon, you look kind of like maybe you had $3 yesterday you don't have today.
Oh, it's the bot's off. I tried earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't you mean Shannon doesn't have $3 that she had yesterday?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So we should update on a rule clarification. We have made it so that it is only business days where you don't post a stream. This was a. I was just gonna say this was a ruling made by our quartermaster Joey, who's not here today.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would owe $5, I think.
Okay. Don't you think weren't we gonna coup Joey for some reason? Don't you think now is a good time to coup?
No, he just ruled in my favor. I have to stand up for Joey now. I need to. He saved me $2 worth of quarters.
I don't remember what Joey did that made me feel like we must not have been that bad. But next time, we're gonna regret that we didn't take this chance to topple him.
All right, so we're going to make this ingredient thing, okay? And we're going to just make it an empty array. So get rid of this. Make it an empty array. And what we need to do now is when an enemy gets destroyed, we're going to add their ingredient to our thing. So let's go ahead and add an on enemy destroyed. Do I already have one? No, that's player. Yeah, I don't think I have one, so let's go ahead and add it. Nice. Then we're going to go into our arrays category. And we're going to add a value to the end of our ingredients. And that value is going to be their loot.
We have so many suggestions in chat, by the way, for things we could do, so don't worry.
Oh, hey, start saying them. I want to hear them.
Okay, so one suggestion is that there should be, from Unsight or Doing, there should be chests dropped occasionally, which gives loot as well. And then obviously a buffer, which can, or a buff. Yeah, buffer, which can increase the number of chests dropped. Then we have a suggestion from Javix, which is some games when you level up, you can choose from like 2 items as a skill or like something. So maybe every 3 levels level up, we can choose something.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. I think we do want to eventually get to the point where you can get like equipment or stuff too, you know? So like having modifiers, like the gauntlets of hitting things, stuff like that, you know?
A quail helmet.
A quail helmet, obviously. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I want to make it so that we can have like a little bit of info. So maybe I'll actually do this as a function, but I'm going to make a function that's going to be called like
Do something.
print event, and it's going to take in some text. And what this is going to do is it's just going to go down here. I'm going to take out this stuff, just put in some text. We're going to give it an outline. We're going to take it and place it on top of our hero. And then we're just going to give it like some velocity and acceleration. So just like, you know?
Yeah. Pew.
Let's do hero X. Hero Y. Make this text sprite too. We're going to use our sprite utils to set the velocity. Give it a speed of like 150. And we'll give it an angle that needs to be like up. So we want to do, so 270 is straight up. So we want to do like a little bit on either side of that. So we'll do like 200 to 340.
Yes. Yeah, that works. Do you need to convert? Convert degrees to radians?
Yes.
Gross.
Is that a gold star for Vivian?
Guys, I just don't appreciate it when you ask. Okay?
Richard, I earned a gold
not
star
asking.
yesterday.
That's true. That's right. All right, Vivian, you get a gold star. Shannon, you're on thin ice.
Oh, Richard, but I don't want you to make this ice thinner for Shannon, but Shannon did give me a gold star yesterday. So.
Vivian, you can't tell him.
Well, we can't. We physically cannot input the stars into the system, Shannon.
No, this is our. It's our you know, underground star.
Oh, Richard, I've only earned
Dark
one star
stars.
last week. Don't worry about it. Basically, don't know what a star looks like.
All right. Okay, so we should see this zipping off now. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I was looking at chat.
Okay, so I'm going to take our text sprite 2 and I'm going to give them some gravity. You know, the value of this doesn't really matter, but we're gonna set it to be like 200. And then finally, I'm thinking that actually it's gonna be easier to see this if we just put it in the middle of the screen. So let's just do 80-60. And the last thing I want to do is I want to set it so it auto destroys. All right, let's get some gel.
Yeah. Bye. Oh, cool. This is a very exciting game.
Yeah, all right. It's not exactly the most efficient way to give information, but it works. Maybe I need to make the gravity a bit more so that it doesn't like go quite so far away. So let's up the gravity like a lot and see what happens. Shannon, are you writing down your unofficial star rankings?
No, I'm just drawing stuff on the whiteboard. Vivian said that my background was cool. And then I realized that I could like modify my background as I was sitting here.
That's
Nice.
so cool. We should all get white. Okay, you know everybody's doing green screens, right? But the default background should be whiteboards now.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Vivian, if you came into the office, this could also be you.
Yeah, Vivian.
I will. Okay, I'm going to go on a bike ride today after work to prepare.
Cool. All right. So this is working. We've got our stuff printing out. We were adding stuff to our thing. So let's do some crafting. We want to open the craft menu when we press the menu button. So I'm going to drag this out and I'm going to change this to menu. So one thing to know is that once you press menu, once you add this block to your game, you no longer get the pause menu. See, just doesn't happen. So we're going to be doing our own thing, so that's okay. But just be aware. If you want that pause menu, you got to do something else. All right. So while I'm doing this menu, I want to make it so that we figure out all of the things that we have that are craftable. So to do that, we're going to loop over all of our recipes, and we're going to check our required ingredients, and we're going to see all of the ones that have everything that we need, and then we will add them to an array of things we can make, and then we will use the story extension to print those out using the show player choices.
I forgot about that. I was like, it's going to be such a pain to give you options.
So let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to kind of use a trick with the story extension. You'll see it in a sec. So we're going to make a new list, which is going to be like things we can make. Now we're going to do a loop, and we're going to do an index loop because we want to use this index variable. We want to go through everything that's in our array. So we're going to do the length, and we're going to subtract 1 from it. So let me go to math. Subtract 1. And we want to loop over our recipes. So where's that at? Right there. So while we're doing this, we're going to, for each of these, we're going to go to our required ingredients, and we're going to check to make sure all of them are inside of our thing. So we're going to do another variable, which is going to be like things for this recipe. And we're going to set this to our array get value at. I'm going to change this to be our required items and change this to index. So this will get us our required items for the current index. So now all we have to do is loop over our inventory, make sure that we have everything that is in this array. And if we do, then we can go ahead and put it inside of our things we can make.
None of our recipes require like 2 of anything, right?
No, not right now, but we might want to do that in the future, but I figure that's something we can add on.
Nice.
All right, so let's loop over everything we need for this, things for this recipe. So to check if something is inside of an array, there's kind of a weird way to do it. If you're not used to arrays. What we're going to use is we're going to use the find index of. You might be like, how does this help?
How does this help?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We have, when you use the find index of, if the thing is not in the array, it's going to return a special value so that you know it's not in there. It's going to return an index that can never be right, which is -1. So if you get -1 out of here, that means it is not inside. This is kind of a JavaScript thing. It's kind of confusing if you haven't used arrays because it doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, Vivian, what's up?
Isn't it a thing in some languages where like -1 gives you the last value in the array?
That's true. That is true in some languages. Like Python does. Yeah, Python does that. But in JavaScript, it doesn't.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Okay, so if the index of value equals -1, then what we're going to do is we're going to do a, well, we'll probably make a variable first and say like, found it.
I wish you could write variables with different fonts, you know? It doesn't do anything. It just adds some more flavor to your code. Found
That would be
it.
so much power for you.
Okay, so what we're going to do is if we don't find it, we're going to set found it to be false. We're going to go into loops. We're going to do a break. So that's going to break out of this loop, but not this loop. So this will break out of here. We'll say found it is false. And now what we can do is we can say like down here, after this is done, if we found it. So if we didn't find anything that we couldn't find, oh, that was confusing. So basically, we're going to loop over everything that's in this array. If there's anything that we can't find, we're going to set found it to be false. And if found it is true, that means that we didn't find anything that we couldn't find. And so we can add this to our list of things we could make. I don't really know a way to say this simpler.
I got it, Richard. Ready for this?
Go for it.
It's like the American justice system. You are innocent until proven guilty. And in this case, being innocent is that we can craft the recipe, and being guilty, proving it means we don't have the ingredient, and being guilty means we can't craft it.
Yep, that's absolutely simpler than what I was doing.
I can't tell if you're joking or not, but thank you. I think so.
All right. So what we're doing now is we're going to add our things we can make. We're going to add this recipes item. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to go into our story extension. We're going to show our player choices. And we're going to go ahead and do the maximum number that we can do, which is 5. And, you know, once we have more than 5 things, this will be a problem. We'll have to figure this out. But for now, we only have 5 things. So, yeah. I think we did this for Master of Simple Machines. We'll just have to do something similar to what we did for that game. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do an array. We're going to do a get value at, and we're going to just go ahead and put these in all of here. And the thing is, one thing that's kind of special about this block is that if you put in something that doesn't exist, so let's say we go beyond to the number of things we have and the things we can make. I should have probably started doing the variable before I started duplicating everything. So let's say we find 2 things that we can make, but we have, you know, we're passing 0, 1, 2, and, you know, the third item. Well, there is no third item. And luckily, the story extension will just ignore it. So we can go ahead and put imaginary things in it all day long. Oh, right. Oh, man. Okay. I'm just going to undo all of my hard work.
What?
So we need to make it so that we're actually showing the text, because this is a sprite. So we need to go into sprites. We need to get the sprite data. That is the name. And then put that in here. Boy, I really hope a name is the right property.
Oh,
Whoops.
no, Richard.
All right, and now we're going to update these. 4, 3, 2,
1.
1. Yeah. All right, and we can try this code out now. So let's get a gel so that we can craft something.
Oh, no.
Project. What's wrong?
Is it? Oh, it's their array. Go down. Yeah. No, go right. Go stop. And then it's your required items array. There's a little warning sign there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's angry because of that thing I dragged in temporarily. I guess it doesn't read on the type checking. If I move things around, will that fix it? Why are you angry at me? All right, we're gonna refresh. There we go. All right. Okay, so if I press menu now, I see I get a list of nothing because I don't have anything in my inventory. But now we're going to wait till we get some gel. So we got some gel now. So I should be able to press menu and cool, I can make an in or a bat.
Ooh.
Make an in. Doesn't actually do anything, but you get the idea. So we've got our thing for the stuff that we can make, and that's working. Let's go ahead and make it so that we don't show anything if we can't make anything. So we're going to say like, if the length equals 0, for things we can make, then we're going to say something like,
Richard, totally unrelated. What do you think is cooler than a star? Like black holes? Because they're cold?
I don't know if I don't think black holes are that cool is the thing. Shannon, do you know about space stuff? What else is there in space? Like a quasar?
Comets or meteorites are cold, maybe. That's like a thing.
They're made of ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I know a song about comets too, so.
What's the
Let it
song?
loose.
It's like, I'm just a comet. Something, something through the sky. Something, something, something. I know it, don't worry.
Okay, so we're going to now loop over everything that we have in our things we can make. And we're going to see if the player choice is equal to whatever we're going to make. And if it is, then we're going to create one of those things and add it to our inventory. So we're going to go into story and get the last player choice equals block. It's this one right here. And for each of these, we're just going to get the things we can make, the value, and get the name. So if the last answer equals the name of this thing, then we want to add it to our inventory. So we need to create a clone of this guy. We don't want to add this exact one to our inventory because we're going to be using it for like the drag and drop things. And we don't want that. We want that to be different than the one we have in our recipes. So we're going to make a function that's going to be called like clone item. This will be a good thing for sprite utils. All right, I'm going to do a Daryl real quick. And I want to grab my create item thing. Where is that? Make a tile. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to return a call to this function, make a tile. And we want to give all of the properties that are on this thing. So the main ones that we need are we need the image. Then we need the name. Nope. And then we need this place on road property. All right, so this will clone our item. Okay, let's go to our menu button handler right here. And now we're going to call our function add to inventory. And the thing we're adding is a clone of our thing. All right, so now we should be able to actually like craft stuff. So let's do it. Go ahead and put some things down just to clear out my inventory. All right, we got some gel, so make another in. Nice. All right, make another in.
Ooh, this is great. Love this. So much health.
Yeah.
Yes, cannon. Make another cannon. Wait,
Now,
we need to fight the bat, right?
oh,
Where's the
okay.
cannon?
It's way over here, see?
How did you pick that up?
It's off screen.
Oh.
So yeah, I grabbed it. All right, we're gonna definitely have to balance this game because I think we have basically become invincible now because our healing gauntlet is just going to, you know, make us super healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's go ahead now and fix that inventory bug. So we have our arrange inventory function. Where are you, arrange inventory? Here you are. So what this is doing is it's setting all of our things to be at the right position. One thing it's not doing, though, is making sure that we clear out everything that has been destroyed. So to do that, we're going to loop over our array and first clear everything in it that has been destroyed. So everything that we've already placed somewhere. Well, I don't know. Are we destroying them? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, because otherwise you'd be able to put the thing on there. Yeah. That is what we're doing. So we're going to do a filter. We're going to make an array, which is going to be old inventory. We're going to set our old inventory to be our inventory. Whoops. And then we're going to set our inventory to be an empty array. And now we're going to loop over our old inventory. And if it's not destroyed, we're going to add it to our inventory. So this is going to make it so that everything that is been destroyed is going to be left behind. So we'll go into sprite utils. We're going to go, let's see. There's like an is destroyed in here, right? Oh yeah, it's top. Oh, actually, we want to do not is destroyed. Yeah. Then we're going to go into our not tile maps arrays and do an add value at end. And add it to our inventory. There we go. Whoa. All right. Something went wrong here.
Wait, what's wrong?
It's like up here in the middle.
Oh, the place.
Wait, did I mess something up here?
Hmm?
Oh, okay, wait. 4-element value of recipes. Set value ghost on, set value invisible on.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You reusing value somewhere?
Are you? Are you calling your function?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
What's going on here? I mean, I'm creating it right here, right? And then we're doing this. And then I call add to inventory a bunch of times. And oh, I just broke the arrange items. That makes sense.
Wait, what? What makes sense? I don't get it.
So something I've done here has broken this arrange inventory function. So our inventory is not being placed in the right.
Why is your index going from 0 to negative length?
Gold star for Shannon. All right. Okay, so now I can go ahead and make an in. It's going to add here. I'm going to put this in over here, and now everything moves over. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's what we wanted. All right, cool. So now we've got an inventory of things that we can actually move around. All right, we've got like the core gameplay thing of our thing going. So next stream is going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to be adding stuff. I guess while we're here, let's add some modifiers. So I really liked the idea of what Davix and Onsite Arduino were kind of hinting at. So the idea of having chests or items you can choose between that are kind of interesting. I don't want to just give loot though, because I think enemies are like the way you get loot. But like, what if you added, you know, like a really cool gauntlet or like a flaming sword or like a beak shield, you know, stuff like that they would use for combat.
Yeah. How often are we gonna show? Just like every once in a while, it's gonna show up.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
And then the other thing is I want to add bosses.
What?
So I want to have a countdown that's like this many loops till boss. All right. And the idea is that you are, you know, building everything up for the boss. And then when we have the boss appear, there's probably a few ways we can do it, but one way we could do it is we could have like the boss appear, you fight them, and then they like teleport farther down the path and you keep fighting them.
Ooh. Or you could have a mastermind villain in the center. Beyond the
That's
loop.
true. Yeah, and then have just a bunch of crystals or something you break, and they get their power from crystals because crystals are powerful.
Oh, yeah. Just like in Minecraft with the Ender Dragon. We're making the Ender Dragon.
Oh, is that how you beat the Ender Dragon?
I think you have to shoot the towers first. You have to climb up, and then you have to break the, I don't know what the orbs, and then you have to actually kill the Ender Dragon.
Back in my day, there was no Ender Dragon in Minecraft.
Richard, you gotta get with the times. How are we gonna do our speed run if you don't know about the Ender Dragon?
I know about the Ender Dragon. I just don't know about the specifics. But yeah, we're gonna do this speed run.
Okay.
I do it.
Good.
All right. Well, I think we're done for today. So, you know, we did some good stuff, a little crafting menu. Oh, one thing we didn't do. Sorry, let me do this real quick. When we've crafted stuff, it's probably a good idea for us to take that stuff out of your inventory.
Oh. Good thought.
Yeah.
This is my pitch for Minecraft. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, we do teams. We can have a group of 2 speedrunners.
I call Vivian.
Shannon, I don't think that's a good call because literally playing Minecraft makes me sick. Shannon, I'll make you craft.
Vivian, because you know things, and playing Minecraft doesn't make me sick. So together.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That is kind of like what I was going at too. I think you know the most about modern Minecraft of all of us. But fine, I'll take Joey.
You gotta do the Nether portal. You gotta get good trades. You gotta find a fortress. I mean,
Joey's probably the best at video games of all of us. So I feel pretty good about this choice.
Is that Joey and Vivian are not on the same team? That's critical here.
Oh, we have a question. How does playing Minecraft make you sick? The first person motions make my head hurt for the rest of the day, and it's like, oh, my head hurts and I can't like remember like, oh, it's because of Minecraft. I'm just like, huh, my head hurts so much. But then after a few times I notice the pattern. I'm like, oh, it's because I'm playing Minecraft.
Wait, Vivian, also I interrupted. Sorry, your idea was teams and then
and then maybe we use code to get us there faster.
Oh,
will that help us? Who knows?
I think it'll definitely help us because we can just immediately code the Ender portal to show up.
Let's
do with rules.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with rules.
Yeah, we'll have the speediest speedruns.
This is actually a great thing. So I think we'll post about this on the forum. Let's come up with rules for a speedrunning competition. Let's put the experts in charge, which are going to be our forum users. And we'll have them come up with some rules for us of what we can and can't spawn, like what things we can do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, so I have my required items. I want to get the value at the index of the thing that we're making. So we want to do the list find index of value. Oh, this might not work. I probably have to make a new variable for this.
Richard, we've already called for chat to be on our team, so.
Whoa, that's not fair at all. No, chat has to be.
If you wanted chat, then you should have called them.
Yeah.
It's impartial. No, thank you.
Those are the rules of calling, Richard. You can't change it.
You know what? I double call chat.
No. I triple call chat forever and I
triple call
can't change it.
I infinity call chat. No take backs. Infinity. Well, you should have said that.
Why'd I choose 3? That's such a small number.
All right, so we want to go to our inventory and we want to remove these items. So we're going to go down to our inventory, which is alphabetical, and do that. All right, that's it for us, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We will post more about our Minecraft speedrun on the forum. I don't know if we're going to do it this week, but maybe next week. Who knows?
Joey's not here this week.
Joey's not here this week, so we're definitely not doing it this week. But I like the idea of us doing teams of 2 because, you know, then we won't be completely lost. And we'll need to get someone to be like our announcer, you know? So maybe we can rope in Hassan or Daniel or somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon, at Chicago on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
And thanks for watching.